So in problem number 1, it says find the measurement of the, this is an angle LMP. So LMP. As you know, the intercepted arc is 36. So that angle must be half of 36. So 36 divided by 2, that is 18. So the measurement of the angle LMP, it's 18, and it's 18 degrees. Now for the measurement of the arc,
Can you explain it one more time?
sure. It says here that the angle they're asking me, the angle LMP, that is an inscribed angle. And the intercepted arc is this one here. So that should be half of the intercepted arc, which is 36. So half of 36 is just 18. Okay. Now for the second one. If they want me to find the measurement of the arc, MN. That is right. MN is over here, which is this one. And that should be twice the inscribed angle. So that would be twice 48, which is 96. 96 degrees. And that's it. Okay. Now go ahead and try problem number 2. They want the measurement of the angle GFJ and the measurement of the arc FH. Try those two, please. Chris, would you please give me the answer for the first one? What is the measurement of the angle GFJ?
Kind of have a problem understanding still.
Okay. GFJ.
What do you just multiply, divide by your temperature?
110 divided by 2.
What is it, Chris? 55. That is right. And what do you do? What is it that they suggest that you do?
Divide out 110.
You divide 110 by 2. That is right. That's all you got to do? And now for the second one, which is the measurement of the arc. Matthew Reyes, what is the measurement of the arc FH?
72.
72. And how did you get the 72? 36 times 2. That is right. So it's 72 degrees. Any questions about finding the inscribed angle or the intercepted arc? Kind of easy, right?
Otherwise, the intersecting arc.
Inscribed angle or the intercepted arc? The inscribed angle is half of the intercepted arc.
Oh, okay.
The intercepted arc is twice the inscribed angle. Got it?
I give up on asking because every time we have something really
Now in problem number 3, we have algebra, but it's the same idea. As you know, on the notes, that we're saying if the inscribed angle is touching the diameter, and the diameter is 180, then that inscribed angle should be 90. So then with that idea, we can say that 5x plus 8 equals 290. Then we solve for x, subtracting 8 from both sides. And this is 82 divided by 5. And 82 divided by 5, 16.4. And that's it. And this is degrees because every x is going to be 16.4 degrees. Okay. Now let's go ahead and try problem number 4.
whether we solve that they're not touching.
This is touching. This is a special one because it's touching the diameter, so it's equal to 90.
No, but I'm saying on the test, but we have some that are not touching.
Sure, and this is just an inscribed angle, which is half of the intercepted arc, like the other ones, right? Okay, so now in problem number 4, it says find the measurement of the angle FJH. Okay, FJH. And notice that they're giving us 2 inscribed angles that have a common intercepted arc. So what can you say about those 2 angles? They're equal to each other. That should be the same measurement. So that's what we need to do. We need to let them equal to each other. So 5z equals to 4z plus 9. We subtract, that is right. So z is equal to 9, but they want the measurement of the angle.
Times 2.
Well, the measurement of the angle FJH, it's 5Z, and Z is 9, and you're right, Hunter. It's 5 times 9, which is 45 degrees. Questions about 4? So far so good? Okay, now let's go ahead and move on to... And on the right side, we have, this is a theorem. It says, inscribed angle theorem. If a quadrilateral is inscribed in a circle, then its opposite angles are supplementary. So therefore, if you look at the quadrilateral, these two angles, A and C, are going to be supplementary. And B and D are going to be supplementary. Okay, so don't forget, this is a quadrilateral, four-sided figure. Opposite angles are supplementary, and opposite angles are supplementary. So with that idea, problem number 5. It says find the angle measures of each quadrilateral. So we need to find the angle measures for quadrilateral RST, which means that we need to know how much is the angle R, and the angle S, and the angle T, and the angle V. So with the theorem, we can say that opposite angles are what? Are supplementary, right? So these two should be supplementary. Notice that this one S has Y, and these two have Y. So if I let these two equal to each other, they should be equals to 180, right? Okay. And then once you know what that is, we can come back and figure it out the other one. So the measurement of angle R, which is 7Y, and then plus 11Y, they're supplementary, so equal to 180. So that is 18Y equals to 180 divided by 18, so Y is 10. Then once you know that Y is equal to 10, we can come back and we can say, well, the measurement of angle R, it's 7 times 10, which is 70. The measurement of angle T, it's 11 times 10, which is 110. Now, the measurement of angle S, when I substitute 10 for the 8, so it's 8 times, for the Y, 8 times 10 is 80, plus 8 is 88. That is 88. And what about the other one that doesn't have anything, the measurement of angle V? That is right. We subtract from 180, we subtract the 88. And that is 92. Great. And that is number 5. Okay, now go ahead and try problem number 6. Find the measurements of all those 4 angles for number 6.
Are 7Y and 11Y, are they always gonna, like, are you always gonna have something like that in the problem?
Opposite angles are going to be supplementary. Yeah, so those two are supplementary, and these two are supplementary.
So A and C and the other one is supplementary?
That is right. Yes. Okay.
So is it supplementary?
X is equal to what? 65? 16.5. Okay, tell me what you did so we can check to see what happened there. What did you do, Sean?
I added 6 x, 4 x, 10 x, and I added 3,
Okay, I think that's what the problem is.
He did B and C.
Okay, and we have to have opposite angles. Those are the ones that are supplementary. Yeah, so A and C should be supplementary, and B and D should be supplementary. So that's a good point. So if we don't do that, we just do the other two, you have how many X's when you add them up, Sean?
14.
14? Okay, so 14X plus the 12 should be equals to what, Sean? 180. You add them up, equal to 180. Okay. So when you solve for X here, X is going to be equals to 12. Okay, so that's the first thing that you need to do. You need to add them up, let it equal to 180, and then solve for X. William Savage, give me the measurements of the angles. What is the measurement of angle A? $120. What about angle B? 75. What about angle C? 60. And what about the measurement of angle D? You do 180 minus 75, and that would gives you the angle D, because these two are complementary. So how much would that be? 105. That's it. Great. Questions about these problems, guys? So far, so good. So let's work on the last two, 7 and 8. Let's find the measurements of those angles. Then what are you doing here to get that answer? Okay, I'm ready.
Oh, sorry. Wrong.
What are you supposed to do? Which angles are supplementary, Jonathan?
JL.
The measurement of angle J plus the measurement of angle L supposed to be equal to 180. That is right.
Oh.
Okay, so therefore, 2z plus 2 plus z minus 17 is supposed to be 180, right? So when you solve for z, what is that equals to? It says 185 plus 15 is 185 divided by 3. What is that? Okay, no problem. Let's do it all over here. So it's 2z plus 1z is how many z's, Jonathan? 3. 3 z's. Now, positive 2 and negative 17, how much is that? Negative 15. And that is equals to 180. Now, what else do we need to do? We add 15 to both sides. That is right. So we have 3z equals to 195, and then divide by 3, and this is what they claim to be the answer, which is 65. Yes, okay, so that is right. So the angle, the z is 65.
Because I did the long way, like, I just added 17 to 180 and then I said.
One by one.
Yeah.
Abdiel, do you happen to have the answers? What is the measurement of the angle J? Okay. 132? That is right. What is the measurement of angle K? That is 90. Wonderful. What is the measurement of angle L? How much do you say it was? Isn't it that the supplement of the of this one here, which is 132? So the supplement should be 48, right?
Yeah.
Right, J and L are supplementary. So what about the measurement of angle M, Abdiel? That is 90. You're absolutely right. Yes. Questions about 7? No, okay. Number 7. Any volunteers who have number 8? Okay. Okay, I need first the X. What did you get for X? X is equal to 24? That is right. Everybody okay with X being 24, right? And then once you substitute that into X, then the measurement, let's start with P. The measurement of angle P is 79 degrees. The measurement of angle N is 86, is right. The measurement of angle M is 101. And notice that, see, these two are supplementary, so then the last one, measurement of angle Q, should be 94, which is supplementary to this one. Good job. Any questions about these problems? All
I
these
got
problems?
messed up on getting access.
Okay, so now what we're gonna do is you have a paper. On the back of that paper, we're gonna add one more problem. Okay, the notes paper. On the Liz, ask book, please. in the bottom of your desk, get the textbook. On page 777, let's look at number 19. 777, number 19.
777.
That is right, number 19. And problem number 19,
Oh, I know what I did.
you have a circle. They want the measurement of the arc AB. And the picture, this is D, B, C, like that.
This is more notes.
This is part of the notes, yes. This is A, like that, and then like that. And they're saying that the angle inside is 2x squared. This is 2x squared. And the angle here is 10x. That is 10x. Okay, so any suggestions as to what to do with this problem? They say find the measurement of the arc AB. They want
I'm still writing it.
2x squared equals to 10x. Are there congruent angles? Yes, right? Yes, because since they have this intersected arc, this arc right here is the arc for, let me maybe wake up a few of you.
Oh, it's the same. Don't you just multiply by 2?
This one here.
Oh, that's
Having
my
fun.
lightsaber.
See that? This angle right here
Oh, what does that do?
and this angle right here, they're
She has a
both
lightsaber, bro.
congruent. Lightsaber.
Oh.
This one here and this one here, right? So these two are congruent because they have the same intersected arc.
So this is
What is it?
basically just avoiding the line.
That's not how a lightsaber sounds. This is by the full version.
Right. Because you notice that this one here is like, what? What is that? But that is just, like a segment type of thing to get you confused. Yeah.
That's just avoiding it like it wasn't there.
In a way, yes. So therefore,
I'm confused. What?
we need to say that the measurement of the angle D should be congruent to the measurement of angle C. So therefore, like Juan was saying, 2x squared is supposed to be equals to 10x. And then we solve for x. So how do we solve for x? What is it? You know. How do you solve for x here? What should we do?
I'm still confused on where we're at. Like,
Two times x times x.
2 times x. Okay, this is a quadratic equation, so we need to let it equal to 0. 2x squared minus 10x equal to 0. And then you have to get the greatest common factor. What's the greatest common factor?
2.
It's 2. And you're like, what? Why? Well, because I'm going to go ahead and get the prime factorization in Algebra 1. That's the first thing that you're supposed to have done, okay? You're supposed to say, that is 2 times x over here. And 10 is the same thing as negative 5 times 2 times x. So when they ask, what is the greatest common factor, is what is it that they have in common? And they have 2x in common. So that's what I was asking you. So the greatest common factor is 2x. And now 2x times what gives you 2x squared? Well, what is left out, which is x. And then 2x times what gives you negative 10x? Well, what is left out, which is negative 5. And that is equal to 0. And like I was telling you last time, let me just
Please
move
don't
this
tell
up.
me this didn't go on the test.
Yes, more than likely. If I go over this, it's because, I'm not going to go over something just to waste my time. No, we're going to make sure we know how to do this.
But I don't know.
Once we have, so pay attention. So once we have a product that is equal to 0, by the zero product property, we can say that each one of those is equal to 0. So here we can say 2x equal to 0 and x minus 5 equals to 0. So when you solve for x on the first one, x is equal to 0, and when you solve for the x on the second one, x is equal to 5. So, God bless you. So, can x be equal to 0?
No.
No. Why not? Because when you put 0 here, 10 times 0,
It equals 0.
it's just 0, so there's no angle. Therefore, we cannot have x be equal to 0, but we can have x is equal to 5. So what is the measurement? The question was, what is the measurement of the arc AB? Well, I need to know how much this angle is right here. So 50, right? So this is 10 times 5, which is 50. And what is the measurement of the arc? 100, because it's twice 50, which is 100 degrees. And that's it. So the tricky part is the algebra concept, the skill that you're supposed to have acquired in Algebra 1. Any questions about this problem?
Would it be the same thing if we do the 2x squared?
Would it be the same thing if you what?
Do the 2x squared instead of 10x?
It would be the same thing, because here, when you substitute
Could we just use a protractor?
2, no, it's not to scale. 2 times 5 squared, and 5 squared is 25. And that gives you the same thing, which is 50. It should be the same,
Like, I
yes.
have no idea. Like,
Okay, you guys, so now everybody has a paper, right? This is the assignment, this is the homework, yes. And what's on the board is gonna be the makeup assignment. So make sure you do
I got
this.
this.
This is nice and easy, right?
Wait, so that's
And we're gonna
that's
check this
scheduled
tomorrow.
whoa, I didn't see the whole back.
The notes, don't worry about the notes, this is so that I can explain whoever is absent today. So it's only where it says assignment 11.4, which is this part. Yeah, only this part,
Just the next 20 questions.
only this. Okay, this is notes, and I'll go over this whenever, whoever was absent, I have a few absent, like Joseph and all of those. And this is the assignment. Wasn't feeling it. So this is the assignment. So if you have 20 items. If you have at least 4 problems before we release to go to the next class, I'll go and stamp your paper, okay? So any 4, I'll stamp it for you, okay? Sure. Let me just stop this.